Racing to the 2020 Belmont Stakes, let's take an early look at some of the probable fields for the Grade 1 stakes races on the undercard of the Belmont Stakes. The New York Racing Association has released some of the probable fields. Let's start it off with the Woody Stephens. This could be a barn burner, 7 furlongs, always a traditional strong race, usually gets a big field, so I have a feeling we'll have a few more horses than the probables listed, but no Parole. He's been fast, and he's done it at Oaklawn Park and the fairgrounds. It'll be interesting to see him in the Big Apple. Mischievous Alex, it seems like a long time since he's entered a race. He's going to try to go 7 furlongs, step up a little bit in class, and then Echo Town, an impressive winner for Steve Asmussen at Oaklawn Park the last time out. Shoplifted, going to be interesting to see him on the cutback. So those are just some of the top contenders in the Woody Stephens. Then in the Jaipur, which is on the turf, you've got Hidden Scroll. He threw his rider the last time out. Going to be want to see him actually get a chance to run on the turf. Justaholic and Kenthaka. Kenthaka, of course, always in the mix on the turf, especially on those East Coast races. Alexandra ships in from the West Coast. And then you got Pure Sensation, now 9 years old. He continues to sprint and sprint well on the turf. Stubborn ships in from the West Coast. And then you've got Texas Wedge and Tiger Blood. Those are two of the other. The Jaipur Stakes, a Grade 1 on the turf. That's an early look at some of the probables. And then meanwhile, the Acorn Stakes. This should shape up as a good race for the 3-year-old fillies. Gammon ships in from the West Coast. Bob Baffert, of course, the win last time at Oaklawn Park, and then hammered down in their debut race, down to 1-9 odds practically at Santa Anita. She runs fast, continues to work out well. Lucrezia, runner-up to Swiss Skydiver at Gulfstream Park. She shortens up with a good string of workouts. Perfect Alibi off the layoff for Mark Cass. Pleasant Orb, and then Venetian Harbor. She is fast, and then she's going to cut back to that mile distance, and she's been strong in every one of her races so far. And then Water White, another one. Casual on the class rise for Steve Asmussen. So the Acorn shaping up as a traditional Grade 1 on the undercard of the Belmont Stakes. So going to be also some Grade 2 stakes races on the turf. The Pennine Ridge, and then the Wonder Again stakes race. Hopefully the weather cooperates and we stay on the turf for those big races. But the Woody Stephens, the Jaipur, and the Acorn, all Grade 1 races on the undercard of the Belmont Stakes. And right now, 8 horses lining up for the Belmont Stakes. Tap It to Win and Sol Volante, the latest to enter and commit, along with Basin. And then Tiz the Law, your favorite for the 2020 Belmont Stakes. Remember, hit subscribe, share this video with all your horse racing friends as we race you up to the 2020 Belmont Stakes.